Hello, welcome back to AGB Art. In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to make these very classy watercolor earrings. These are handmade and super simple for kids of all ages. If you enjoy the video, please press the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, let's get started. This is what you'll need to make these earrings. You're going to need watercolor paints, water, brushes, white school glue, binder clips, and watercolor paper. Later, you will need something you can put a hole into the watercolor paper, pliers, and earring findings. Okay, colors. I prefer to use colors that are close to each other on the color wheel. In today's video, we're going to be using pinks and purples. The first thing you're going to do is get your paper wet. This was nearly impossible to do with one hand. So in a moment, you'll see I've taped it down. I normally do not tape the paper down because I want to get all of the edges. This is where you lose yourself. Just relax, put on some music, start playing with colors. This literally takes no skill at all. What I'm doing is putting colors down on the paper, letting them bleed together because my paper is wet. I'm just not doing any designs at all. You'll see I end up doing stripes, but I'm just trying to put color to paper. I really love adding the colors to the paper, and the wetter the paper is, the more the colors bleed together. It's a very soft look. This is incredibly relaxing. You can listen to music, you can watch a movie, or you can just kind of get in your own headspace. You see when I add the purple, it bleeds. It's very pastel looking. So you can only get your paper so wet. And here you can see I'm picking up the paper to make sure I've got the edges. It's much easier to paint it when it's not taped down. I want to dry this because I want more defined stripes. So I'm using my travel hair dryer and I blow dry it, and you can see here the paint dries lighter. I'm going to add defined stripes to it now, wet paint on dry paper, and this is my final product. Here is another card that I painted with layers of dots, and then I used gold acrylic paint to get those really neat details. Once your paper is dry, you're ready to cut it into shapes for your earrings. I love these hole punches because the shapes are perfect. You need 4 circles in order to make a pair of earrings. Next, you're going to pick up a circle and put some white glue on the back of it. Pick up another circle and match it and glue them together. Be careful not to add too much glue because when the glue gets on your fingers, it can take the color off of the watercolor paper. You want to carefully pinch around the edges and hold it together. This is where the binder clip is incredibly helpful. You can use a binder clip to keep the pieces together to dry. I've got a trick for using the scissors. I cut out 2 rectangles and match them together, one on top of the other, to trim them so that they match perfectly. Next, I fold them and I put the white glue on the inside, pinching the sides together. Here they are matched. You pinch around the edges again, and you can use the binder clip again. For that particular square, it needed 2 binder clips. Set them aside to dry, and then you're going to take your white glue again, and we're going to do a very light layer of white glue. This is to finish the product. It's to seal the paint. You'll see when you're doing this that color comes off on the Q-tip, so you don't want to rub too hard. Here are some that I did the other night, and you can see there's a tiny bit of sheen on the earring piece. That's one layer of white glue. If you want it super shiny, you could try a gloss varnish, but at this price, that's just not something I want to do. I did try to use clear nail polish. Unfortunately, it doesn't self-level, so it just doesn't look right to me. I also did more than one layer of glue on these. This was probably 4 light layers on each side, and I like the shine. Put them aside to dry completely. Then you're going to take whatever tool you want to use to put a hole in the top. I love this drill. This just works so perfectly for me. I figure out where I'm going to put the hole and turn the drill on. I'm going to be using silvered colored findings, and I want you to look at the earring hooks. Do you see the circle on the bottom? I take my pliers and turn it 1/4 of the way. Turn that circle 1/4. That will make your earrings hang better. I'm thanking my friend Ellen for teaching me this trick. Next, you're going to open your jump ring and add it to the bottom of the earring, and then add a second one. That's what you attach the hook with, and you get this. Beautiful, right? Do you see why I wanted the defined stripes? I just love the way these look. You could leave them basic like this, or you could choose to use seed beads or other kinds of beads to make them a little more fancy. I think these are really cute. I hope you enjoyed my video, and you'll press the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments below what color your earrings are going to be.